Hi guys, how are you? Today is a Wednesday. I'm going to work at home all day long, so I decided to do a one-day vlog. And then throughout the day, I will share with you things that you can do to maximize the impact for your film when you bring your film to a film festival, as well as maximize the experience, whatever you can get out of a film festival. So there are a ton of things you can do. I learned those things from my own experience, as well as talking to other filmmakers who has done fantastic job for their films and very successful, and then also from my mentors and then suggestions from the film festival. So things I'm doing is on the budget. I also will share with you things that you could do when you have the money to spend, but I'm trying to saving up money for future distribution. I have spoken to several filmmakers and then people working in film publicity and distribution. They all told me exactly the same sentence. There are always things you can do. You have to work with what you have. So if you are lower budget, you do what you can do within that budget. If you have a ton of money, of course you want to do a fantastic promotion for your film. Yeah, and we have Booger here. Don't worry, he's right here. Booger. Anyway, so let's start the day. So I actually woke up today in 7:30, and I have not been feeling very well since yesterday, and today it's those kind of days that you just not waking up not feeling great, and I'm overall pretty stressed internally, so I have been taking it very slow, mindfully. I read books on my reading chair, couch slash bed, whatever that you call it. I'm reading this book about HSP, which is highly sensitive people. I find it's very helpful, and I'm going to share more with you in the future once I finish the book. You want coffee? Yeah, I have to show you this. So Walmart has a back button that when you push that button, he will lick himself. Walmart's button. It's right here. Hi guys, I just left my reading couch, and 2 minutes later I look back to my reading couch, and this is what it looks like. It's already completely passed out. Mama, Mama. Hi, so this is what I'm doing right now. I'm going through the to-do list I made last night to see if I can get most of the tasks done, and kind of see which one is most it's the priority, and In terms of going to film festival, I'm trying to think in two different categories. One is what my film can get out of a film festival. Another is what I can get out of a film festival. So thinking about what my film can get out of film festival, there are two things. One thing is if I can get media attention or get review for the film, and second is if I can feel the audience as much as I can, which is a very difficult task, especially when you don't have much of budget. Basically, the reason we want to feel the audience in the theater is, one, the more audience in the theater, the greater the viewing experience the audience gonna have. It's gonna be wonderful if like there are a ton of people together reacting to the film, laughing at the film, crying together. So I'm going to try my best to get many people there. Another thing is that if you have more audience, go to watch your film. Booker. Booker is digging my trash can. Another thing is the more people go to watch your film, the more likely you're going to get audience awards. Almost all the film festival, most of the film festival has audience awards. It basically based on how many people go to watch and vote for your film, review your film, and if you can get audience awards, it's kind of a really good things speak to the future audience about how this film is doing. So another thing you want to get out of a film festival hopefully is to get some review for your film from reviewers, and this is what I didn't do for my last film festival, and I'm going to try to do it for this one. What you can do if you have a budget is to work with PR companies. There are a lot of independent film friendly PR companies. What they do is to reach out medias and reviewers, independent reviewers, things like that, and then to pitch your film, to tell them, hey, this film is showing in this festival at this time, would you interested to take a look at the film and to give us a review? Those PR company has reputation and the resources, so reviewer is more likely to respond to them. But I have talked to other filmmakers without, like, on the budget, they have done DIY this whole thing. They have a list of reviewers, and then they go to email those people to try to get review, and I think that's what I'm gonna try to do. Fingers crossed, I hope I can get some review for my film. So that's one of the biggest tasks. I have to get it done today. That's what it's about, to get the most out of the film festival for your film. In terms of get the most out of for yourself, for you as a filmmaker, is to go networking. There will be a lot of events. I definitely will attend all of them, and I will try to go to see what kind of filmmaker I met there, and then trying to go to watch their film in the theater to support them, because they have wonderful films. And last time when I went to Cinequest Film Festival, watching other people's film and talk to the filmmaker, I learned a lot from people who hands-on working on a project, because people who go to film festival with the film are people who have already done the work, so there are a lot of things they can share. There is a Chinese saying, I don't know if I'm gonna translate it correctly, probably not, but basically it's saying that among 3 people around you, there will always somebody can teach you something. So trying to make filmmaker friends, learn from what their experience is, and also watch the film and go to events. Those are the things that I have to try my best to do as much as I can. So this is a broader view of how we're looking into how to get the most out of a film festival. And right now I just got an email from Dances with Film today. There were some announcements. Usually they will email you updates of which stage of preparation we are at. The film festival is suggesting that we should creating Facebook events on the Facebook for our film screening, and then making Dances with Film as our co-host. So that's what I just learned, and I think it's a wonderful idea. It's not on my list, so I'm going to write it down. I'm reading through the film fest. I'm reading through the email. The second thing they are requesting is behind the scene picture. So this is why it's very important during the production. We want to catch pictures. I have some, not much. I don't think I did a good job in terms of doing behind the scene during my film production. That's one of the things I learned, that I feel next time when I filming my next film, I'm going to dedicate one person not only doing picture but also videos for BTS. So in that way, we can have more material to work with in the future promotion. Okay, I'm going to put on my list as well, even though I have already gave them some of my behind the scene pictures, but I think they want a more specific look in this time, so I'm going to try to do it today or tomorrow. No, I'm going to try to do it today because they want to get it by tomorrow. Okay. And then the third thing they mentioned in the email is a filmmakers launch, and I think that's one of the most important thing that we have to go. I have to go as long as I'm not at my day job, or I'm not watching any film in the theater. I will be at the filmmakers launch because I was mostly benefit from filmmakers launch at the last film festival. So I think it's a wonderful opportunity to meet new people. Okay. I'm going to write down the dates when the film festival launch is open. And then the last thing they mentions, they are going to set up the promotional table today, which means at the theater lobby, the film festival will setting up a table, and usually you can put flyers, postcards, or anything that you think it's fun about your film that you designed. So those kind of things will be there to present your film for you. I hope that makes sense. I have actually already worked on this for a while. I have made some postcards, and also I made like little buttons designed with logos, and as well as some mirrors of like taglines of my film. So as soon as I receive them, I will go to Chinese theater and set them up. But let me show you what they look like. I'm so excited to see the real thing. So it's gonna be like this. I don't know if you can see, but this is like the little buttons that we're gonna make. Well, we already made it. It's on the way. And also, I think this is another one. We have really cute postcards, and then on the postcards we actually have a QR code so people can scan and get the film ticket. Okay. Yeah, so this is pretty much what I'm going to work on today. Somebody is really snuggly right now. Eh. Hey. Okay, so right now the first thing I'm going to do is to design the email that I'm going to write to pitch my film to those reviewers. my camera was dead. So here's what I've done. I'm looking into my filmmaker friends' material, what they have done for pitching the film, and then they are doing a wonderful job. So I kind of draft the rough draft of the email that I'm going to send out to pitch my film to the medias. I look into my friends' press kit for their film. It's so pretty. I feel so bad that I didn't do as good job. I do have all the information for press kit, so I'm actually thinking about reorganize my press kit a little bit, make it pretty, and then I will rewrite the email. Sounds like a lot of work to do. So in addition, when I'm working on pitching the email, I also received a quote from a printing company. I'm making a big poster of my film with a phone cord that it will be presenting on my screening day at Chinese theater in front of backdrop of the film festival, so everybody who come to watch my film can take a picture there. That's something I want to do, because the picture, when people posting on social media, that's a very big publicity. I also today have other couple tasks that's not related to the film festival but the distribution. I can't talk too much about that yet, but I will definitely share things with you once they are locked and done, because I know how hard it is to find a resource online about how to work through this whole thing about indie filmmaking and put your film out there. And as soon as I can share information with you, I will, including the press kit that I just mentioned. I can't show anything right now, but in the future, when my film is completely out there, I will share more detail with you about how I made mine. Of course, there are professional team and PR company who does those kind of things, but sometimes you got to do certain things yourself, and I have to work with what I have. Look at Poppy's up here.
Is there something about being here in this particular hotel where we are that you thought would be particularly stimulating to your creative process, and that's why you wanted to come here?
There came a day where the window cleaner came, the kids were at home, the dogs were barking, and I could not work. And this light bulb went on over my head, and I thought, I can throw money at this problem. For years and years and years, I just would go to a cafe and sit in a different kind of noise and work. I thought, I can go to a quiet place. So I came to this hotel because it's a beautiful hotel, but I didn't intend to stay here. But they were so nice to me here, and I think writers can be a little bit superstitious. So the first day's writing went well, so I kept coming back to this hotel, and I ended up finishing the last of the Harry Potter books in this hotel.
Hi guys, so I have had my lunch and took a nap, and now in the afternoon I have been replying some very emergency email. Also it's for my film, so that's what I spent some time on, because I really need to get things going. Now I'm going to get back on working on my documents. It's gonna be a lot of computer work. I'm just so tired today, I don't know why, and dehydrated. No matter how many water I was drinking, I still feel very uncomfortable in my throat. So anyway, I'm going to start working on my pitching material. Okay. Hi guys, right now is 7:32, and this afternoon when I was editing my press kit, my camera died, and now I'm back from dinner, and I'm thinking about editing my press kit a little bit more. Basically, I just want to organize it in a way that's much more organized and presentable. The material I was using before, the PDF I was sending out before, it's not as great compared to my friend's press kit. Of course, that press kit was professionally done, but I still think, since I know what a good one looks like, I want to get as closer to that as possible. And because of that, I kind of add a little bit stress on my shoulder. It's one of those things that when you want to be perfect, when you want to do a good job too much, that's when the stress comes from. It's the same as writing a screenplay. It's better to get through the story moving forward, but sometimes we just trying to make this scene better, and while we're making this scene better, we went back to see previous stuff, and then we were like, I think it wasn't good enough, and then we went back to change stuff, just back and forth trying to be perfect, and then that's when the stress come from. So now I'm trying to remind myself to kind of have a little bit limit, to not overdone it. So right now I'm trying to remind myself what's the most important things within what I have. Remember, work with what I have. So since I don't have the budget to hire a professional to do the press kit, how much I can do to make it good. I need to think about that. And this afternoon, if you remember, I start emailing back and forth regarding distribution. So that kind of add another layer of stress. Plus, I have been working on renewing my passport, and I just got the notice that I can move forward with the next step, which is mailing them stuff. Yeah, just all of a sudden there's a bunch of predictable things landing on my head, and I'm thinking about to start rewrite the to-do list and organize the priority and see what I can do tonight. I'm going to pick a couple of smaller tasks to finish today. That probably can help me relieve the stress a little bit. Okay, this is a really long rambling. I hope whatever I'm going through is useful for you as well. I'm going to rewrite the to-do list now. Alright, so basically this is what I did. I break down all the things that's coming in front of me right now at this moment to super small tasks. Like, I think most of those tasks only take 5 minutes to do, and then right now I have 6 of them. If I get them done today, I feel great. So I'm going to start get into those tasks. I'm not going to thinking about this whole thing of editing an entire press kit to like so extreme professional level. But after I saw my friends' content, I know what I want to at least make change for my own. So I'm going to change as many things as possible, and I'm going to set a deadline for myself when sending out those pitch email with the press kit. So by the deadline, however the press kit is gonna look, that's what's gonna be. So I'm not gonna stress over about make it perfect and then use that as an excuse to procrastinate other tasks. Yeah, now I listing out small things that I'm going to do, and I'm going to knock over all of those tasks. I think if I get them done, I'll feel much better. Honestly, I'm feeling a little bit sick today. I don't know why my head hurts really bad. Even I took the nap and drink coffee, nothing really works. And I drank a lot of water. Yeah, let's do it. I can do it. Yes. guys, I finally got all my 5 out of 6 tasks done. I was pretty bad estimate time. There are a couple tasks that take me 30 minutes and 45 minutes. So it's not like a 5 minutes task, but I got them done. One of the tasks is to message my actress. It's very late. I decide to do that tomorrow, the first thing I came back from my day job. And I feel way better. A couple hours ago, I was extremely overwhelmed. Physically, I'm still feeling a little bit sick right now. I have been feeling like this all day, especially since afternoon. Somehow, after I done those tasks, emotionally, I feel lifting up a lot, and I feel a sense of clarity. I don't know why it took me whole afternoon in the very overwhelmed state to finally remember that what I need to do is to write down all the things I need to do and then break them down to little pieces. Now, after I done several small pieces, every other next step is much clear in front of me, and I know exactly what I need to do tomorrow. Yeah, so I was hope that today I can walk you through my day to show you what kind of things I do in order to promote my film and to maximize the experience of a film festival. But I didn't expecting I was throwing off the track during the process and I learned something new. And since I learned new thing, I can't just going the way I was planning on, right? I have to figure out a way to moving forward with the new information, which is a better version of EPK, and then that's what I'm working on now. So even though I was off the track, but we kind of find a solution, and now I have more clarity into the new direction of what we can do the next. So yeah, I hope all of this is not too messy, and I hope they make sense and you actually got a little bit sense of what kind of things you can do in order to bring your film to a film festival in a way that you can learn and gain the most out of the film festival. So Poopy is right here resting, waiting me for go to bed. I'm going to go to bed now. Tomorrow I'm getting up at 5 a.m. so I'm very grateful that you be with me today, even though it's a mess, and thank you for being my accountability partner, accountability partner. Yeah, I really feel that way, and thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next week. Be patient, be present, stay creative. Bye. You.